times when you need a goalkeeper as good as him to stand up, and he hadn't had that many, but the ones he did, he was certainly brilliant, wasn't he? I mean, what a fantastic night. It's an absolute pleasure to be here.
It's a night where you pick your hero. Is it John Duran? Is it Emi Martinez? It could be a whole host of players in the shirts of claret and blue. Vincent Kompany beaten for the first time as the Bayern Munich coach. Hi-ho, Aston Villa is being sung to the rafters inside Villa Park because John Duran's goal and Emi Martinez's heroics have beaten Bayern Munich in the Champions League. Full-time, Aston Villa 1.
It's been his story of the season, a fourth match winner. Just of this season alone, Manuel Neuer is marked by a line. I can't believe it. I can't even hear myself thinking here, Ashley. We're standing right by the fans. We're looking directly in their faces, and they are absolutely over the moon. What a special night for them.
This is unbelievable. Just the scenes, the fans, look at them, the fans behind us. It's just electric, this place. And, you know, apart during the second half, it went a bit flat. John Duran comes on and scores an unbelievable goal again. You know, he's been doing it non-stop in the last few games, coming on and scoring these goals. And like you say, Laura, I can't even hear myself in this place tonight.
Rio, Bayern's first loss under Vincent Kompany, for all the promise, all the firepower, the way we built this game up. They were the best.
But I said at half-time they're playing a high-risk game, 1v1, a lack of quality in terms of the final ball from the Villa players in the first half. And it was that way they scored again. This guy in the picture, John Duran, he came on and you could just smell it. If he gets a chance, he's going to score. And it was a wonderful finish, but not only him. There were heroes all over the park. And Martinez, the goalkeeper, wow. Some of the saves that he pulled off, the personality, the character. There's so much. To win games like this, of this magnitude, you need more than one hero. And Aston Villa today had that.
World-class saves. He absolutely loves it. He lives for these kind of occasions. Emi Martinez is pitchside now, speaking with Jules Breach.
He really does absolutely love it. Emi, sum up your emotions right now, because it has been over 41 years since Villa Park has seen Champions League football, and you have just got a win against Bayern Munich. Unbelievable.
Yeah, it's unreal, to be fair. You know, it was hurting my ears at some point. You know, it's a club that's moving forward. You know, like that's the main reason why I stay in this football club. You know, I love playing here. I love the fans. So this is a good win for them.
You celebrated that save in stoppage time as if it was a goal as well.
Yeah, all day with Harry Kane. You know that he always going to hit on target at some point of the game. So I've been working a lot with Harry about moving and getting set. I think it paid off today.
Yeah, you must be so proud to keep a clean sheet against a Bayern side that have so much attacking threat. How was it for you out there today?
We are committed defensively more in Champions League. I think we need to transmit that into Premier League now. We are conceding some sloppy goals in the Premier League, so we need to find that balance. You know, we know we can keep clean sheets, so we move on from here.
When John Duran came on the pitch, did you always believe that?
He's a super sub, like they've been calling him. You know, the first time he touched the ball, he looked Neuer, one of the best goalies in history.
Yeah, what was your view of the goal from the other end of the pitch?
We know that Neuer plays high, you know, and we watch a lot of movies with the manager an hour and a half this morning, so he had that in his mind.
Tell us, what does this mean then, Emi? You have got yourself a win against Bayern Munich, one of the favourites in this competition. Is it a statement from Aston Villa of how far you want to go in this competition?
Yeah, certainly is. It's a statement. It's still a lot to play. You know, we want to qualify in the first 8, in the top 8. You know, we go one step at a time. We got Bologna at home now. You know, second game, we're probably more relaxed. So, but we want to win every game.
Listen to these fans, by the way. You're going to enjoy these celebrations?
Yeah, normally they go straight after the game, you know. It's a night that we remember for a long time.
The occasion, just everything about it, playing the biggest team and one of the biggest teams in the world, and just competing out there like we did. I think we had like 12 men out there with the fans and stuff. It was just amazing.
I just think it's wild that as late as January you were playing in the Championship, and now you've started every Premier League game, every Champions League game, and just beat Bayern Munich here. That your last sort of 6 months or so has been incredible. How have you taken that all in?
Yeah, it's been a bit mad. That's how quick football can change. I've always believed in myself, always believed in my ability, and it's just about patience and having the right people around you, and being patient, and you know your time will come. And
which ways has he tried to kind of unlock you, and what kind of information has he been giving you to kind of get the performance you're just seeing? Because the way that you've been like running at teams, carrying the ball, I said before the game, one of the best ball carriers in the league this season, no doubt.
Yeah, it's about playing confident, really. I think I was probably a bit in my shell when I first came, just trying to fit in. And he tells me to take touches on the ball, to drive, to commit. Most of the time, he's telling me off. He's passing too early. So he wants me to commit. He wants me to drive and show what I'm about. So he just gives me that confidence and that belief in my ability to go and show what I can do. And of course, I'm not always going to get it right, but I know that I've got a manager there that's trusting me and behind me.
We saw today that the first time when the ball turned over, your first instinct as a team from all departments was to play forward. Was that a big...
Over the pitch, and especially when they lose the ball, they all swarm towards the ball. So it's about getting the ball forward quickly. We've got all up front who just runs the channels all day. You know what he's like, and we were trying to get him in behind and try and get him to feet and then kind of play off there. And we know we can be a threat on the counter. We also know we can play football like we do in the league, but we knew they were going to have more of the ball, so it's about hitting on the counter when we could, really, and we tried to do as much as possible.
Was that one of the big things today, that you knew they were going to have more possession and just being patient? Because obviously, you know, when a Bayern team comes here, you're going to have to be patient. You're going to have to defend as a team. So was that one of the things that you realised in the week, that building up to the game, that you knew you had to hit them on the break, and when you did, you hit them quick?
Yeah, definitely. It's kind of giving up certain areas and allowing them to have the ball in certain areas, but you know when the ball goes into midfield, we know got to be at it, and they've got players that can kill any team in the world on their day. So we knew that we had to probably give up some areas, give up some possession, but we knew that we could hurt them on the counter. We didn't come here to let them just have it at all. We wanted to go and attack as well and not just sit back.
Morgan,
I don't think it's a secret anymore.
You are our most obvious weapon off the bench, scoring screamers, and he just keeps doing it again and again. And the way he does it, some of them are so audacious, the way that he finishes them, and specifically that finish today, to have the quick thought.
He's such a handful for defenders, and especially when he comes on with 15, 20, 25 to go and he's got all that energy. He's a handful for anyone, and his ability, you can see, he scored 6, 7 goals this season, probably like 4 or 5 winners. He knows he's going to get that chance, and he backs himself 100%, and we know he's going to finish it. And yeah, he's a great lad.
He seems quite unbothered about anything. He was out here chatting to us before the game. He comes to the Aston just chatting like normal. What about you, Champions League football? You've grown up, you listen to that music, you see it, you probably play it on FIFA and whatnot. To come out here and do that in a game like this, of this magnitude, against a team like Bayern, what does that do for you inside, getting the chemicals moving?
That's why I play football. This is the pinnacle of football, playing in this competition. It means everything to me to get here, but it's just a start for me. I want to kick on, I want to get better and better, and we're not here to just compete, we're here to try and win games. And yeah, it's a pinch me moment, but I'm involved in it. I've got no time to sit and dwell on it. I've got to keep going and try and improve it and try and win the game.
You certainly put down a marker tonight, for sure. Can you clear something up for me? Did Cole Palmer nick your celebration? Is that true?
Yeah, it's true.
Did he?
Yeah, it's true.
Right, he's run with it as well. Yeah, you've let him run with it. You need to start scoring some goals here to make sure.
Boy, Annie. Yeah, he's run with it. But, I was talking about Sunday, about United, about on Sunday, so
what are you saying then? What are we saying? What are we saying, man?
The next biggest game. Yeah, we always reiterate about the Premier League. The Premier League got us here. It got us in the Champions League. That we want to win the Champions League games, but the Premier League's the most important thing, and that's what gets you to play in games like this. So back to the drawing board. I know we've got a few probably tired bodies, but we go again on Sunday and we try and win the game.
Wow, you must have so much adrenaline and motivation after that. Hey, look, we'll let you go. Send our love to your dad as well, Howard.
Thank you.
We loved meeting him at Young Boys.
Thank you.
Lovely to meet you as well. Take care. Enjoy your win. Enjoy the night.
Wow. Laura,
yes?
Ash, you know,
I think, like you say, he's doing his talking on the pitch, and that's the only place to do it. You know, he's growing. He's going to want to. How are you? Okay.
You okay?
He's going to want to come off the bench and score them moments there.
Don't say that in front of Vincent. Vincent, thank you so much for joining us. I imagine quite a difficult loss for you, but just tell me what you made of that game as a whole.
I think the analysis for me is pretty simple. I thought, and then just for half an hour, first half, we just dropped the level a little bit. You know, tempo on the ball was slower. We didn't make as many runs. And then it wasn't that we conceded big chances, but you could feel like Villa they were smelling a bit of blood, which we then took out completely in the second half. So in that sense, we did much better in the second half. And then we missed some big chances and they scored the chance.
You guys play with a lot of high risk the way you play, really high press, obviously leave players at the back, big spaces. Was that something you looked at, knowing that Ollie Watkins, that's something, an area that he thrives upon, playing in the big areas? 1v1 is something, you were just centre-back medicine. I'm thinking, well, right, Upamecano's got a tough job, gets a yellow card. Was that something you was worried about or concerned you at any point in the game?
I mean, Ollie Watkins has so many qualities to mention, but one of his qualities as well is to split two centre-backs take that place in the middle, drop a shoulder and go from there. So that doesn't make him less dangerous. Strong team. And this place is not an easy place. And therefore, I don't think the performance was perfect, but it wasn't a bad performance. And we had chances. You know, we had chances.
Keeper played well. How are you finding like management? You've gone to Germany. It's a magnificent club, huge expectation and responsibilities. How are you finding that now?
It's football.
It's no different.
No, it's the same job everywhere. You know, it's obviously it's a privilege. It's so much tradition, history. People really feel so proud about this club, and you work with top players, so that's of course enjoyable. But in the end, I can't score the goals, so my role is really to try and give them, you know, pleasure to play, wanting to become better every day, and then the desire to win. So. But that is everywhere. I don't think you should make a distinction for any job you have.
Could have been different tonight. One of those chances that you were talking about, Serge Gnabry, when he could have crossed it to Harry Kane. Harry Kane looking incredibly frustrated. I wanted to ask you on a personal level.
Involved is better than when I played against him, and I think he scored 11 or 15 goals already this season. Okay, today he didn't, but I don't think he's someone that's ever stood still. He's always kept improving, and his game has changed from back then. And he's going to score many goals again this season.
And I saw you have a moment there with Morgan Rogers at the end.
Yeah.
You obviously know him from the City Academy.
Yeah.
Could you see him growing into the player that
and when we tried to sign a lot of players at Burnley, you know.
Was he one of them? Yeah.
Oh yeah. There's a few. There was a few today on the pitch actually for Aston Villa. So it just shows it's football, right?
And your first loss of the season, and you've been doing pretty well so far with Bayern Munich. So great to see you. Nice to have you back over here as well. And we'll see you again very soon. Thank you for joining us as well. Thank you so much.
Good luck, man. Take care.
And enjoy the rest of your night. Great to see you, Vinny. Take care. Thank you.
You know what? It's nice to see a manager come out and speak. You know, when it's difficult as a player, let alone as a manager.
We've been so desperate to talk to you, but we know you've been kept by Aston Villa superfan Prince William. Does that just go to show how special tonight's win was?
Good evening. Yes, of course. I told him the best moment we can pass is days like today, and try to enjoy the way, because when you are getting at the end, I don't know where, but everything we are doing in the way, every special day. But like I told you before the match, we want to keep it for a long time, something like being consistent to play in Europe, hopefully, and against the best team like today.
And once again, you have John Duran to thank for another unbelievable goal. What are you doing with him that's allowing him to keep coming on as a substitute and keep scoring you special goals?
We are working with him, but the most important is his attitude and his commitment now with us. Really, he changed a lot his mind. And he's available to play 90 minutes, play 60 minutes, play 30 minutes, and he's been focusing each minute he's playing. A lot of duels he had, and the last 20 minutes was very good moment. Tried to do something more, adding this work with John Duran, and of course scoring goal like he scored was really fantastic for him, for the team, for everybody.
And with the amount of attacking threat that Bayern Munich have, you must be so proud of the way your team defended out there today to be able to keep a clean sheet as well.
Yes, against teams like that and players they have, it's very important defensively to be strong, try to fix their special attacking players very well, like we did. Today, of course, Emiliano Martinez, amazing job, amazing saves he did. Of course, today, proof playing together in the right side like they did today, and especially Konsa dueling individually with one very good winger like they have. And of course, was fantastic their performance for the team and for themselves.
Does it feel like a statement win against one of the favourites in the Champions League?
We have to try to play each match thinking those 3 points we achieved today. And of course, with 6 points we are now in the table. We are going to play against Bologna at home again the next match. And we are not refused. Well, we won. Deserve or not more, I think we compete like we needed to compete to win one match like against Bayern Munich. And then try to be demanding in our way to get next round and if we can win the next match, maybe we can get the first 8 position in the table, and of course we are going to add this objective in case we can.
Congratulations on a brilliant win.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
One happy